Hey, what up, everyone? I'm Sinnycool, and this is EverQuest Project 1999. And today we are on the green server, on the level 60 Necromancer in the Tower of Frozen Shadow. This might be one of the last ones we do here, so if you're getting sick of it for some reason, we'll be leaving soon. But about to get some super duper revenge here. Big time revenge that's been in the making for a long time. I should have checked to see how long it's been, but it's probably been like a year, maybe like a year or so. My Necromancer had gone through the whole tower pretty much up to level 6B. We never made it to level 7, floor 7. Floor 7's the highest floor in the entire tower. You know, it's level 50-ish or so. No, not like the highest level dungeon in the game, but still pretty good. You can get to like level 40. You can get to level like 54 or so in this tower if you really wanted to. Um, so not like the easiest dungeon, but not the hardest either. But we did die up there at the boss on floor 6, which I've heard is the hardest boss in the entire tower, which is VhalSera, the genie. So here we are going for revenge. Got something popping up on my screen, sorry. Hopefully the audio sounds better. I tweaked it a little bit. I kind of like told the computer to never use the laptop mic, and then I turned everything up quite a bit, so I'm hoping it's at least a little bit better. Um, but yeah, we're in here on floor 6, and I was just doing, you saw the last video we did last one was no commentary on floor 6, where I'll turn that down a little bit too, sorry. Why is nothing wanting to do anything here? Turn that down? So I want to turn it down. Hold on. I'm an idiot. There we go. All right, just a little bit there. So I showed you a no commentary video on Sunday of us just doing the shades, I think, on floor 6. So that's what you would want to do if you're going to look for the... It's like floor 4 where you have to kill a bunch of stuff and then eventually you hope the enraged relative spawns, which is an old world looking shade. You kill that, that'll spawn VhalSera in 6B. So on 6A, you're looking for the old world specter. The old world specter will spawn VhalSera on 6B. And so that's what we're pretty much doing. We're sitting there farming the exit shades, hoping to get the spawner to spawn. And so I was sitting there doing it like solo by myself with my Necro, just because I was getting like a little bit of experience, but I also had the chance to maybe get some revenge if I could get the spawner to spawn. So doing that, and it spawned like on a random, it was like a random Tuesday night or something like that, or Thursday night or something. So got on the bat phone, like, hey Trey, I got it. I spawned the boss on 6B. Let's go. Let's get this key. Let's go to floor 7. Let's get some revenge. So that's where we pick up here. We're on floor 6. We're in 6B. I'm getting butt blasted by traps, and we're heading towards the mirror to go to 6B. And we're gonna go try to get some revenge against VhalSera. The enraged relative, the way that I was able to get them to spawn was always by killing other shades. Like, I've never got them to spawn off the dogs. I'm not sure if it's possible or not, but my recommendation would be to either do the exit shades or the other set of shades in the other room, that like on the balcony or whatever it's called. There's only like 5 in that room. There's 7 in the exit shade area. So I think the exit shades are probably the best place to go if you want to get the spawner. But if you're looking for experience, the dogs are what's up, I feel. I might do another video. We might have like 3 or 4 more videos in the tower, but it's gonna wrap up in the next week or two, and then we'll be going somewhere else. Maybe Crystal Caverns, maybe Velcators, something like that probably. But making our way towards the mirror to 6B, where we've already seen that as well. There's bats in there. They turn into vampires. So once you kill the old world specter, the enraged relative, who doesn't really drop anything, like I said, except for to spawn VhalSera. I think it can technically drop the beer stained Coldane tunic or something, but that's not very desirable. I don't think anybody really is looking for that. But VhalSera, you can look at VhalSera. VhalSera drops some stuff, I think. Maybe also not like amazing. The whole tower, I feel like there's some good stuff, especially on floor 4. Floor 5 has the wedding ring. Floor 4 has like a Shadow Knight range slot book, Frosted Tome. It has like a Shadow Knight shield. It has some other cool stuff like the bowl from Kara Mika, the the knife from Karamika. So floor 4 is kind of like one of the best floors for loot. I'm starting to think about floor 3 doesn't really have too much. There's some good like fashion quest sets, like the gnome skin set and the crystallized or whatever shadow set. But not really stats. It's mostly Amata Hepna, Kara Mika, and then Serena, who's the boss on 7, like the ultimate boss, have most of the good loot. But VhalSera, let's check out VhalSera. That's who we're heading towards. We're heading towards the mirror to 6B. So we're doing like IVU, just getting there. I think right now we might be medding up. Yeah, Delmar is medding up because, like I said, I was killing the exit shades on my Necro, getting a tiny bit of experience trying to get my buffer. And while I was doing that, I got the spawner to spawn. I killed it, and then I said, "Hey, Trey, let's go." And he's like, "Let's go," and he got on right away, but he didn't have mana, so now he's medding. So we're gonna head towards VhalSera. VhalSera says, VhalSera is an Afridi, is a Necromancer, is level 45. Tower Frozen Shadow, of course, AC 428, HP 10,000. Damage per hit 36 to 120, attacks per round 2. Special, it sees invisible and Magi Curse. Says spawns from slaying the unique Old World Spectre with Skeleton Pet in 6A. The other Spectres are placeholders for this one. VhalSera either spawns beside the bridge in the first part of 6B or in the room across the bridge. Almost so far for me, it's always been in the room across the bridge, but I'm not saying he can't spawn in the first room. That would suck if he's in the first room, really. I mean, it sucks if he's in the one across the bridge too, though, because you got bats you got to deal with. He can be single pulled away from the bats and can be fear kited. He is second only to Serena in power and should not be underestimated due to his ability to stun on melee, instant charm dot, and DD. Yeah, man, he killed my Necro. Serena's never, well, I don't want to say that, but VhalSera killed my Necro. He charmed my Necro's pet, and then I had 2 things beaten on me. I wasn't, like, ready for it. I kind of underestimated him. It says don't underestimate him on the wiki, and I underestimated him. I should have fear-kited him, and I didn't. So, I'm going for revenge right now with my buddy Trey Delmar here. So, I'm a 60 Necro. Trey is probably 51, 52 Cleric. He is not considered undead. He holds the key to floor 7. So let's see what he can drop here. The key he always drops 100% of the time, the large metal key. All right, Talisman of VhalSera. So another no-drop item. That's another thing about the tower is you're going to see a lot of the good stuff is going to be no-drop. Serena's robe, Serena's staff. I think the diamond wedding ring is not no-drop, but like some of the other stuff off of Amata Hepna and Karamika. Karamika stuff is not no drop, I don't think, but like I think one of them is, but it's like the crappy one. But like Amata Hepna has like no drop stuff that's pretty good. But yeah, it's no drop, slot neck, AC 2, Charisma 4, Wisdom 3, Intelligence 3. This might be good for like a enchanter or something. That's one thing he drops. Not too crazy. The VhalSera Skull Earring. This is Ace. It's a magic item, lore item, slot ear, AC 2, strength 2, HP 20, mana 15, all. Yeah, it's like a 200 plat earring. Not great. You could probably get something better from a jeweler, but hey. Solo self-found or something, I don't know. Then section of Draconic Tome must be for a quest. For a quest resulting in orb of draconic energy that will never be implemented on P99, so it's not a thing. So that's what he can drop. 2 things that are just kind of okay. The talisman and the earring. Which with Trey's cleric, his cleric doesn't have like awesome best in slot stuff, so sometimes his cleric actually needs this stuff, so it's been nice that we've got him some upgrades. I always feel like if my duo gets an upgrade, it feels like an upgrade for me. You know, I want to be the best I can be on my Shadow Knight. You know, having a Reaver, having an Ixar Regen breastplate, having Silver Kite and hand wraps. I want to be the best I can be, and I think I need to get some better stuff. But if I get my duo something, it's just as good, you know? I feel like I got an upgrade when he gets an upgrade, so I like if I have anything in the bank that he can use, like, I feel like might as well. Okay, so we entered 6B, you saw that. We IVU'd to the mirror to 6B. We're now in 6B. There's a bat. We did not see the genie, so the genie's not in the first room, so he must be across the bridge in the next room. That's kind of good, because I want to kill this bat, and then, you know, we can get ready. We can be in 6B, we can make a plan, we're in 6B, you know, we can buff up, we can make a plan, instead of, like, having to fight him as soon as we go to 6B. Like, I don't like clicking on a mirror and then immediately have to start a fight. So, we're going to kill the bat's going to spawn a vampire, and then we're going to plan for the boss here. So I rooted the bat, and then kind of let it sit there for a minute because I was doing something. I think I was just changing around some spells. Probably getting on Fear Kite. So I don't always have that on. Like in a dungeon, I don't really expect to Fear Kite too much, because you just get a bunch of ads. But here in this room, I'm going to Fear Kite VhalSera, so I had to get... And plus the vampires, because the vampires can charm. So you got to fight these shrouded bats. They're on a 1-hour timer in 6B. And when you kill them, they spawn a vampire. The vampire can charm, so you got to kind of watch out. So we usually Fear Kite the vampire just to make sure he doesn't charm us. I don't know if that vampire could charm my level 60 Necromancer or not, but I don't want to take any risks. And on my Shadow Knight, we Fear Kite these as well. So I think you all have seen 6B before, whether it was on a no commentary or last Wednesday or something, you all have seen it. But that was on my Shadow Knight. I always Fear Kite the vampires, basically. Boom, gained experience, so at level 60, these still give experience. That just shows you that this tower is pretty up there. It's not one of the highest level dungeons in the game, but I'm still getting experience at the tippy top of the tower on my 60 Necromancer. Who just can't get that buffer, man. I think I died and lost 60 in this whole process. I was doing the exit shades. Or no. I don't know what I was doing. I was doing something, and I liched myself to death. For like the first time in years, I liched myself to death. So they didn't take me out. I took myself out, but I died in the tower again. Lost 60, but then Trey rezzed me and I got it back, so it wasn't that big of a deal. I was kind of worried about like timers and stuff, but I guess it's not that bad if you log out. You get plenty of time to get experience. I think like at least 3 hours. So we're kind of just buffing up. We killed the first bat. We killed the vampire that spawned right out of the first bat. We're in the first room of 6B, just getting ready, planning, buffing. What are we going to do? We might have to do some lolling. You're about to see. We're going for revenge. When I came here last time, I think I might have died to Mata Hepna too. Or it was like really close. I think I had to feign death. It's a whole series when I explored Valius on my Necromancer on the Necromancer playlist. Which I don't know if I'll put that. Might put this on that. Might put this on exploring Valius too. Because we've never, might be like, I don't know, it might. I don't know what playlist this is going to be on. Probably Necro and exploring Valius. But yeah, we've already done. Go back and rewatch the Necro, because I go through every corner of the tower all the way up to 6B, I think. And if I didn't, I did it all the way through 6A at least. So if you want to see like every nook and cranny of the tower, I do that on my Necromancer. That's what when I'm level 60 and I'm in like a lower level dungeon, I go in every corner. I kill like every mob. You know, I'm not just invisible looking around either. I'll kill most of the stuff too. So that's usually how I do things. So if you're just interested and maybe you want to see like on floor 4, we didn't really go on the left side. We didn't really go in the, you know, fall down the traps and then hit the mirror thing. Like, you could check that out. Or if you want to see more of floor 2, like the bookcases and the other side, or floor 3, like there's a whole room I never showed on my Shadow Knight with like armored shadows and angry chef and stuff like that. But checking it out right now. Might have to pull a few bats, maybe Law. Yep, he's up there. You guys probably saw it. I was busy talking and not looking at the screen. We're kind of just playing, what are we going to do here? We don't want to get bats and VhalSera. That'd be the one thing that might be able to get us. VhalSera, like charming one of us, would be probably top of the list of dangers. But VhalSera plus a bat would suck too. And it could be 2 bats. It could be VhalSera and 2 bats. Like worst case scenario, you could get VhalSera and 2 bats. So we don't want that to happen. We don't want VhalSera to charm us. We don't want VhalSera and 2 bats. So we're being very careful. Because like I said, I've died here before. I don't want to die here again. So, buffing up, getting ready to go. Delmar needed some mana, I think, so I'm trying to figure out how to twitch them. So I don't twitch a lot. I'm not in groups a lot. And when I am in like a duo, usually they don't need mana because I'm level 60 and they're... But in this case, trying to twitch them, bang, Delmar twitches. Everybody won't let me mute the mic. That's weird. Let me make sure everything's still going well here. Why'd I do that? Yep, everything looks like it's going okay. Good. Hopefully everything sounds good, looks good. Brightened it up a little bit, turned up the audio a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't sound like a robot in the closet anymore. Turn the laptop mic just all the way off. So now, like, when I plug in my headset, it's got to use my headset because there's nothing else. I even, like, it has audio input and mic. I turn the mic part off. It's just doing audio input. So all the audio stuff I turned up by, like, 100% and made sure it wasn't, like, double playing stuff, making sure it wasn't using the laptop mic. And then the video, I think I enhanced the brightness. Let me see real quick. Check it out. Yeah, I did. So we're good. Just wanted to make sure. Sometimes it's dark. Sometimes the audio sucks. I'm trying to get, if I can get everything like figured out, man. I think that's part of the problem lately. You know, hero's journey, Quorum, I always say that. But if I could freaking get my audio and video just totally figured out and never have to worry about it again, then that'll eliminate some of the issues. Heal me, I'll lich and twitch ya. So I'm just going to keep giving him mana. I'm liching down, liching my mana up, my health down. He can heal me, and I can give him mana. I think it's pretty efficient. I've been in groups before with, like, other necromancers, like on my shaman. And a shaman and a necro together are pretty strong. A shaman can canny, and then the necro can lich, and then they can, like, give each other mana and HP and stuff. It's pretty cool. I think back in the day when we did that Field of Bone, like the skeletons in the water in that cave, I think I'm the first person to ever do that camp. I've seen it several times since. But I think that's where we were doing that with the necro on my shaman. And he was like really good grouping necro, which you don't see very often because a lot of necros solo. But I'm thinking I'm gonna do like maybe at least one more no commentary video this weekend because I have one ready. It's gonna be cool though. Should I put that one out? Maybe not, because I think it shows something you shouldn't see. I think in this one we just kill VhalSera. I don't want y'all to see Serena on a no commentary, so I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll just do a real video this Sunday. But we got 2 bats. There's at least 2 bats. So if in that room, it's like a T. So it goes to the left, it goes to the right. And then it kind of like curves back in like a U to the mirror. So you got like a upside down U. And in the middle is the mirror. And then it's a T. So a T to the upside down U is what it is. So kind of like a shovel, right? So if you're like holding a shovel up, that's what we're looking at here. So the bridge is the shaft of the shovel, right? Then where VhalSera is standing is where the shaft meets the shovel head. And then that's what it looks like in there. The map be like a shovel, picture of a shovel. And we're kind of standing on the bottom of the shaft right now. So VhalSera is where the shaft meets the shovel. And then bats will go into like the corner there, like going towards the U. So they're going to the left of the T and maybe not to the right of the T, but they definitely go to the left of the T, like to the left of VhalSera. It's like his right, our left. So bats will path from where VhalSera is standing to the left into that hallway of the U, and they'll kind of like go back and forth between VhalSera and that hallway. There's at least 2 of them. There might be a third one that's just in the hallway and never comes into the water room there, but 2 of them do. So you have 2 or 3 bats. You have at least 2 to deal with. And then if somehow you just like everything goes super wrong, like let's say you pull VhalSera while a bat's right there, while another bat's pathing towards the hallway, while another bat's standing in the hallway, like at the end of its path. Like you might get 3 bats in VhalSera, like worst case scenario. But I'm telling Delmar here, trade a lull the bats. We're just gonna lull as many bats as we can. He says assist not working. He's at 80 mana. Dude, this was happening like when I wasn't supposed to be playing pretty much. I was just dad camping the shades in the exit room. So it would go very quickly and then I would have like 15 minutes of downtime, maybe 12, whatever. So I was like dad camping. When I dad camp, I don't get in trouble. I can't get wifey aggro dad camping because usually I'm just killing something real quick and then I'm having a bunch of downtime. So I see a lot of dad camps on this channel. Not even really wifey aggro, but just like distractions. I'm not saying like she's mad that I'm playing or something. Like that rarely happens, but I don't want to. I try to make it to where that won't happen. So if there's any chance, then I'm trying not to make it happen. I'm lulling her. I like to lull her, right? So she doesn't aggro. So before she aggroes, I lull her. Like she doesn't aggro. And then I know like when the lull's gonna wear off, I better play real quick while she's lulled, and then AFK. So trying to lull these bats. I think he just has to get a little bit closer, maybe. Oh, he's assisting Thuggish. Yeah, we've been using Sinnycool to get some of the keys on these higher floors. Like it's hard to do this like you're supposed to do it. You have to be in a group. Like it's not. If you're in a group, it wouldn't be that hard. But we're trying to duo it, and it's not the easiest thing to do. It's like to kill VhalSera with my Shadow Knight and his cleric. We could probably, because we can fear kite him. And I want to try it, but I wanted to do this first so Sinnycool could get revenge like with his own hands, and he needs the key anyway. So that's what, and he was the one that got the enraged relative or whatever it was to spawn VhalSera. Thought I died before against this with my 60 Necro, so why like run in here with my probably at the time 49 Shadow Knight or something when I could use the 60 Necro. Okay, so waited for the right time. He pacified. All right, I hit him with the Dooming Darkness, so he's snared. Bringing him into this room so we don't have to deal with the bats. Here he comes. He's casting something. What's he casting? Sending in the pet, because I don't know what he's casting, and I was hoping it wasn't Charm. It was just a spell. Now he's trying like a fear or something, but he got interrupted by my pet. My pet's up there doing work. So now I'm going to fear him, because I don't want him to charm my pet or something. So I got the fear off, and he's snared, so boss snared, boss feared. Boss got hit by Vexing Mordania, so I'm getting HP back. Just hitting him with all my dots now. He's feared, hit him with all my dots. Dooming Darkness just to make sure, but couldn't see him. Trying Demi-Lich now, or what am I doing? Might be doing Vexing. So sometimes when I'm in these types of fights where it's like a little bit hectic, I forget what I've already casted or not casted. I just want to make sure I got everything on him. Alright, so we got Demi-Lich, we got Vexing, we got Snare, we got Fear. I think that's what we got on him so far. We might have done a Splurt. I think that's what that was earlier, a Splurt. So I did a Snare, then a Fear, then a Splurt, then a Vexing. Now I'm hitting him with Defluxes. He's not undead, so I'm just using Deflux. I probably could have did Chilling Bones or whatever it's called, my other DD. But I'm in Lich form anyway. Trey's going to be hitting him with some Wrath of the Gods or something. Looks like his Snare wore off. Going pretty well. Fear kiting is definitely the way to go. I think another way you can do it is like root rot him, but you got to make sure you stay out of his view. So like you hide under the bridge pretty much. Almost got him. Couple more defluxes. Pet doing work. Just making sure he's still feared. I don't want him to turn around with his last bit of HP and charm something. Boom! We got him. I'm excited, dude. Got revenge. Let's go. VhalSera is dead. Flip him off. Flip him off again. Put a carrot in his butt. You know what I mean? Spit in his hiney. Talisman of VhalSera. Let's go. Alright, so that's probably the better of the two drops. Maybe, I guess. It's no drop. Nobody here can use it, though. Bard, Shaman, Necro, Wizard, Mage, Enchanter. So, I'm the only one that could even use it, so that kind of sucks. But we got 2 keys. Might be the first boss that's dropped 2 keys that I've seen. I don't know if I've been in a... Yeah, because on floor 5, it only dropped 1 key. And we were in a duo when that happened. I was trying to think, have we been in a duo while a key dropped? Kara Mika, right? Yeah, we've done, like, VhalSera dropped 2 keys. I don't know if we had, like, extra loot this weekend or something, but, or if he always drops 2 or however many's in the group. But, 2, that's good. So we both get a key, which is always what I've wanted. If we're going to go to the next floor, I want us both to have a key in case in case both of us die or one of us dies. I guess it's in case one of us dies up there, the other one can get away. So if we're, say, on floor 7 exploring and I die, then get the freak out of there, Trey, so we can, regroup and drag my corpse. And if we both die, then both keys are up there. So we always want one key to get away. It's like the nuclear codes in a suitcase. We both have one suitcase, and if one of us dies, gotta get the other one out of there so somebody still has it. So I always want to have both of us have a key. So now we both have a key. We both have all the keys all the way up to floor 7. So we have pretty much, there's one more key that you can get off Serena that leads to a mirror room with like all the mirrors in it. It's pretty cool. You guys will be seeing that eventually. Maybe if we beat Serena. Will we beat Serena? I don't know. We just beat the hardest boss in the place. I was like, yeah, I said I gotta go before I get in trouble. Now we get last key to mirror room and we'll have owned this tower. Go to the whole place now. Yep. So we are done. We killed VhalSera. We got revenge on the genie that had killed my necromancer by charming my pet way back in the day, probably at least a year ago now. So just wanted to show y'all that sweet, sweet revenge. Like a year in the making, maybe. I'll go check and see when that video was, but it's been a long time. So I was happy to show y'all that. It's not a super long video, but next up, you're gonna be seeing us go to floor 7, and we get to fight Serena. So I'll give you that little hint or teaser. Be that little teaser. Now you all get to see a Serena fight in the next video. I think the next video. The next commentated video, you get to see me and Trey fight Serena. So, pretty cool, right? Whole boss of the whole thing, floor 7, the main boss. So, hopefully we get a robe, hopefully we get a staff, hopefully we even kill her, because what if she's really hard? But yeah, that's it for this one. Sorry it's a little shorter, but that's the footage I captured of VhalSera, and I wanted to show the revenge. Like, share, subscribe, consider joining. It helps a lot. Get up the channel comment below. Please do all those things, man. I feel like I'm shadow banned on YouTube right now, so anything y'all can do helps. Especially a super thanks or becoming a member or joining my Patreon. Just if you want to support me, that's the ways you can do it. If you want to see this to, keep going, you can be one of the shareholders. You know what I mean? One of the shareholding centers. Be one of the producers of the channel, whatever you want to call it. So really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Anybody that even just watched, you're awesome. You took your time out of your day to watch me of all people. So super appreciated. And yeah, see y'all next time. Shout out to Trey. Shout out to Delmar. Peace.